Hello, welcome to News Now on TV360. I am Fidelia Aguncha. President Muhammadu Buhari says he is in support of the plans of Nasir El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State, to sack over 21,780 teachers who failed the competency test conducted by the state government. The move has sparked controversy, with many, including labor union, calling on the government to rescind its decision. The governor has, however, maintained his stance, insisting the teachers must be sacked. In his address at a special retreat of the Federal Executive Council, President Buhari decried the rot in Nigeria's education system. He, however, assured his government will do all it can to reform the sector. Still on the planned sacking of teachers, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) says it will hold a protest in Kaduna against the planned dismissal of over 21,000 teachers by the state government. A statement from the union's president, Ayuba Waba, said the mother of all rallies would involve workers, pensioners, and its civil society allies across the country. The labor union also condemned alleged plans by the state government to counter the union's protest by mobilizing thugs to demonstrate support for the government's policy. There seems to be more trouble brewing for Nigeria's education sector as polytechnic lecturers under the umbrella of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics have now embarked on an indefinite strike action. The lecturers' decision to go on strike comes after the expiration of its 21-day strike notice to the government. The union's president, Usman Dushe, said the decision to go on strike is caused by the failure of the Ministry of Labour and Employment to return back to it after a meeting on October 16. Dushe said after meeting with the federal government another meeting with the federal government has been scheduled for Wednesday, November 15. The president of the ECOWAS Commission, Marcel de Souza, has commended Nigeria for coming out of recession. De Souza also noted that the recent elevation of the country 24 places up in the list of countries with ease of doing business is a feat worthy of commendation since, according to him, Nigeria's GDP makes up 70% of the region's GDP. The ECOWAS president also admitted Nigeria's recession had a negative impact on the sub-region's overall economic performance. Following threats by the banned indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to disrupt the Anambra governorship elections, the Nigerian police says it has now deployed over 26,000 policemen to the southeastern states. The policemen, who included officers of the Special Police Forces, Police Mobile Force, Special Trained Counter-Terrorism Units, and other intelligence and tactical squads, are to deal with threats to the election. A statement from the police warned the leadership of IPOB to stay clear of the election as, quote, the Nigerian police force will not hesitate to use all legal means within the ambit of the law to checkmate and prevent the group from interfering in the conduct of the election, end of quote. The Anambra election is scheduled for November 18, 2017. The Nigerian Senate is appealing an order by the Federal High Court to reinstate its former leader, Ali Ndume. The judge, Justice Babatunde Quadri, in his judgment, also voided Ndume's suspension and ordered the Senate to pay him his salaries and allowances. Quadri described the suspension as an exhibition of lawlessness on the part of the Senate. However, in its own statement, the Senate said it respectfully disagrees with the said judgment. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has called for the probe of Rochas Okorocha, governor of Imo State, for alleged abuse of office. The call follows the erection of statues by Okorocha in the honor of South African President Jacob Zuma and Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. In a statement on Sunday, Adetokunbo Mumuni, executive director of SERAP, said the governor may have spent over 1 billion naira of public funds to erect the statues. Mumuni said an investigation into the construction of the statues would help to improve public confidence in public authorities and minimize the risk of bad government by public officials. A Nigerian organization, Art.ru, is using arts to ensure safety of lives and educate people on road signs. The organization, in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, is preaching the message of safety on Nigerian roads. The event, which was held at the Shodex Garden in Lagos, southwestern Nigeria, used different art genres such as music, dance, and drama to spread the message. This is not your usual musical concert. It is rather an enlightenment campaign for safety on Nigerian roads through the use of art. This concert is focusing on safety because of the high rate of accidents usually recorded on Nigerian roads at this time of the year. The plan is to promote the importance of safety consciousness at all times.
I think safety because we want to be a part of societal developments. We want to be impactful to the society. And we decided to do think safety because we want Nigerians to know that it's very important to be safety conscious at all time and all place. Safety at home, safety on the road, safety in your workplaces, safety at home, I mentioned at home, everywhere you are. And safety house covers people of all age, children, adolescents, youths, adults, old and young.
The concert is in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps and is targeted at road users. The focus is to showcase the importance of road signs using art symbols.
If you look at the signs of the road safety, federal road safety, or road safety all over the world, their signs are art symbols. That's the relationship between the visual arts and the road safety all over the world. Their signs are the same. And now, since these signs are signs that project safety on our road, we decided it's a good. They are good people for, or they are good, the better agency for now for us to partner with. So that's why we decided to do Think Safety with the road safety.
We understand that in this contemporary world, what we do require visual arts. As you all know, that our road signs are products of visual arts, and what we preach, safety on our road, we strongly believe that we can also preach it from the product of visual arts. Well, different graphics, we have billboards, signage, warning signs, caution signs. All of these are products of visual arts, and we'll see Art.ru trying to promote visual arts, and we decided to key into it because this time around it's based on safety.
With a mixture of different genres of art, music and dance, the message is clearly passed across to the people. The biggest performance is an art sketch by a Nigerian artist, Taye Iroweli. In her art, she displays all the road signs which are important for safe driving.
In my painting, I actually incorporated a lot of symbols that a lot of people most of the time neglect while driving on the road. And because of the kind of art I'm used to doing, I like to draw figures. I'm always very conscious of my immediate environment. And then one thing I've gotten to notice is while driving, other drivers on the road, other road users, drivers especially, always ping on the road. And sometimes you also see pedestrians trying to ping while crossing, maybe texting, maybe replying a message or sending a picture on Instagram, whatever. And that's highly risky because within a split second, you can move from a safe zone to an emergency ward. So I'm using this medium to sensitize road drivers and road users to desist using their phones or their tablets while driving.
The message here is clear. It is important for everyone to know the road signs, because how much you know of the road signs may just determine how safe you will be on the road. The Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria has resolved to make the body the flagship of all institutions of its kind the world over. The council on Monday in Abuja, the nation's capital, organized an orientation workshop on new models for mandatory continuing professional development program. The 6 new modules is expected to promote professional ethics in nursing and midwifery education and practice in Nigeria.
We believe that updating knowledge is something that must be done regularly, and nurses and midwives, being the critical mass of health workers in our various facilities, are supposed to update their knowledge regularly. So what we are doing today is to develop the modules, which we have developed anyway, is to orientate the state facilitators for the mandatory continuing professional development program, so that the nurses in the states, the 36 states and Abuja, will be exposed to these modules. Is a prerequisite for the renewal of their license, and we believe that at the end of it we will be able to improve the knowledge and the skills of our nurses and midwives as they attend to patients in our various communities.
Well, the state government has a lot to do. We have the State Nursing and Midwifery Committee. It's a statutory committee of the council at the state level. We expect that they should do a lot of supervision and monitoring. They should work around issues that involve professionalism, ethics and etiquettes of nurses as they practice. So we expect that they should be doing a lot of work in terms of ensuring that there is compliance with the ethics of the profession and there is quality care at the state level.
Corruption not in my country.
What is wrong with Kilo man saying no? Tell them I drew for more than 1 hour.
Ìyá mi, ọ̀rọ̀ yín náà ni mò ń ṣe. Ọ̀rọ̀ yín náà ni mò ń ṣe. Ká kúrò fún Ọlọ́run. Ká satisfy yín níbi ọ̀rọ̀ yín náà ni mò ń ṣe.
Ẹ wo jẹ́ ká lọ jàre ká kúrò nbí báyìí.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú. Hello ọ̀gá. Màá dọ́dọ̀ yín lẹ́sẹ̀ yín. I am assure you 5 minutes. Màá dọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
You are deceiving another customer just like you deceived us.
The same way he deceived us.
Eh? Why?
Ètò ni iṣẹ́ yìí. Bó o bá kúrò ò lè jẹun, ò lè jẹun. Bó o bá kúrò ò lè jẹun ìyá mi. Bó o bá kúrò ò lè jẹun. Workshop mi leléyìí. Ibi tí èèyàn bá ti ń ṣe ló ti ń jẹ. Ìyẹn ló ń pè ní workshop. Ibi tó bá ti ń work ni kó má ti shop.
You cannot base your business on lies. Koda now, it is corruption and it cannot work. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. Let's look at business stories with Ngozi Okoye.
Thank you, Fidelia. Nigeria has made some significant progress in its attempt to recover millions of dollars owed by foreign allies. Speaking at a forum on Monday, the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, revealed that the country has now recovered the sum of 19.712 billion naira from its international customers in Benin Republic and Republic of Niger. The money is for electricity supply to both countries. He noted that disbursement of the recovered fund to beneficiaries will commence shortly, adding that eligible beneficiaries would be paid their monies. The Lagos state government says it will commence the process of shutting down the corporate headquarters of organizations in the state who have defaulted in remitting statutory taxes to the government from Monday, November 20. In a statement, the state government also noted that some banks have failed to remit statutory taxes, including withholding tax on bank interest, for more than 10 years now. The government warned that any company found to have evaded tax would not be spared, adding that it is the interest of defaulting companies and their management to remit the statutory tax to the state within the grace period to avoid embarrassment. All producers are expected to unanimously extend the production cut accord later this month. United Arab Emirates Energy Minister Sunil Al-Mazzouri told an international oil conference in Abu Dhabi there was near unanimity among the 24 OPEC and non-OPEC producers, which agreed a year ago to cut out by 1.8 million barrels per day. He added that he had not had anyone speak of allowing the extension to expire, although the duration of the new extension will be subject to discussion. Meanwhile, global Brent crude futures were down a modest 5 cents at $63.47 a barrel, while U.S. crude futures rose 6 cents to $56.68 a barrel. And on stock market report, it was a bullish market for the Nigeria Stock Exchange as it begins the trading week in a win of 0.52%, leaving the all-share index at 37,312.28 basis points. Also, the equity capitalization hit 12.913 trillion naira, which is over 60 billion above the previous traded session. The four top gainers were Dangote Cement, appreciating by 3.93%, Fort Oil 8.78%, Okomu Oil Palm PLC 4.60%, and GlaxoSmithKline 1%. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the top four losers were Nigeria Brewers, seeing a decline of 3.42%, Guarantee Trust Bank 3.05%, International Brewers 0.90%, and Custodian Allied PLC 4.62%. In terms of volume, the most traded equities for the day were Dangote Cement, First Bank of Nigeria Holdings, Fidelity Bank, and Diamond Bank. Summarizing the market, 3,778 deals in 336.335 million shares valued at 30.023 billion naira ran through the market. And that's it on business. We'll return with more stories after the break. Stay with us.
That was a very good business. Yeah. The furniture you brought was very perfect.
But that's how we roll.
Let me do you receipts.
Yeah. How much was it again?
1 million naira.
Okay, write 2.5.
The deal was for 1 million naira now.
Okay, write 3 million. I'll give you 500.
Oh no, I don't do business like that now. Yeah.
In that case, give me back my check. Let me go and look for someone that understand business.
Take.
Your loss.
It is only for incorruptible customers. What are you talking?
Now get out.
What kind of this?
You will just die.
No,
you will die.
That is the door. Now get out from here.
Rubbish.
Look, my people, make we only add money for original invoice price. That's not corruption. Say no, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Glad to have you back. A huge rescue effort is underway after a powerful earthquake struck Iran's mountainous border with Iraq, killing more than 400 people and injuring more than 7,000 others. Teams are looking for survivors trapped in the rubble of collapsed building. The quake is the deadliest in the world this year. Iranian officials said 407 people had died in the country, with some soldiers and bodyguards among the dead. No fewer than 33 people have been killed in the Democratic Republic of Congo after a freight train carrying fuel plunged into a ravine. The train in which the victims were traveling illegally was running between the country's second city, Lubumbashi, to Luena in Katanga. The train was transporting 13 oil tankers and derailed while climbing a slope near the station of Lubudi. It fell into a ravine and the tankers caught fire. Super Eagles player Victor Moses has defied critics of the Nigerian national team by qualifying for the 2018 World Cup. The Eagles were the first African team to qualify for the World Cup, coming out of a group which also involved 3 former African champions, Algeria, Zambia and Cameroon. Moses says he is aware of the pressure the Nigerian team is under following a failure to qualify for 2 successive African Cup of Nations, but says the team is now more focused on success. On the 2018 World Cup, the 26-year-old says he believes that with the right attitude, the Eagles can better their round of 16 performance at previous World Cups. Russian-based defender Bran Idowu has joined up with the Super Eagles squad as they prepare for the friendly match against Argentina. The 25-year-old has been invited by coach Gernot Rohr as a late call-up for the game. He is expected to make his debut for the national team in the game, which will be played at Krasnodar in Russia. Italy faced the risk of missing on the first World Cup in 60 years after a shocking first leg defeat to Sweden in the World Cup playoff. The second leg will be played at the San Siro, a game which has been linked to the apocalypse by the team's fanatical supporters. Italy were second to Spain in the group phase and never recovered from their confidence, denting 3-0 defeat early September in Madrid. Well, that's all on news now. Thanks for watching. I am Fidelia Aguncha.